Alright guys, welcome and welcome back to the channel. This is Tanya at Zygood Crafts coming to you today with Watercolor Wednesday. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. You guys, we're going to do something a little different today. You don't have watercolors, you say, and they're kind of pricey. Yeah, they can be for sure. But do y'all have distress oxides and inks? I bet some of you do. Oh, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I was going to start this with oxides, and oxides and water make different colors. Let's play with it anyway. Who cares? So here's what we're going to do today. We're going to use a stamp, and I don't know how well this is going to work either, because now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if the ink on this stamp is waterproof or not. If not, I'm going to try a different. I have another archival that I haven't messed with yet. So we're going to stamp off this gorgeous Stampendous stamp on this watercolor paper, and I tried to put this on my platform, but unfortunately, oh, you know what, I could have done that. So this plastic sheet doesn't come off without tearing off the design and leaving it super sticky. So I didn't do it that way. I could have put double-sided tape or something to stick that to that platform. I didn't even think about that. Why didn't I think about that? I don't know. Because I was excited to get started. That's why. So we're going to try doing this in a different way today. Now, I'm not extremely happy with that, but at the same time, I'm not unhappy with that. You know why? Because those black lines are going to end up being more like a detail element than anything. And actually, that's not a bad thing. So I'm going to keep this right over here to kind of help me with my design so I remember what I'm doing. Kind of guide me if I have questions about different shapes or what have you, or what those items are. Look, you guys, I got some green ink. I actually have some more coming today. I chose Distress Oxide. I really love oxides because of the color variations that they give. It's a very unique feature, I think, in my opinion. So if I have to choose between the ink and the oxide, I'll usually pick the oxide. But I love the inks too. Don't get me wrong. They all have their purpose. But I like the color variations with that. So sometimes, you know, I'll pick those a lot of times. Now, I'm not sure which brushes I want to use. I feel like there was a fifth one to this set, which is probably my favorite one and why it's missing, if that's the case. But I've got all four of these, and I think I'm going to use this number 2, which is usually my favorite in any set. Because, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to be using the inks to color instead of watercolors. So I've been watching lots of videos lately, as you probably, if you watch my videos, you'll know I've been out sick, and you can probably hear it still in my voice, because I can. And I've gotten a lot of fun ideas, and I want to try playing with them. So what I want to do first, before anything, I want to try to get some of this, well, we're going to use pumice stone. I was thinking it was Lost Shadow, but pumice stone will work too. We'll just do it in a very thin format. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of press this to my glass and just get some of that out. We're playing again today, you guys. I haven't done this before. So we are definitely going to be experimenting. And I'm honestly just going to right over my paper, get that a little bit damp. And for this part, I think I do want this bigger brush because I want to go over my background and get a little color in there that's not white. And this is not going to be enough. So, and I don't want to get water in my pad, of course. So, okay, I need to figure out a different way to do that. But I can say that archival, because I've been filling it with something else, ink is not running, so that's a good sign. So we'll be able to use that. Let me get more of this out on here. More of this pumice. Now, I don't expect a lot of it to show because it's a lighter color, and I want it to be just enough to change the background color without being too noticeable. I just, just want a subtle change. We're just going to kind of go around these flowers here. There might be some white spots. I'm not worried about that. And we're just going to use it like paint. I think most of us have these inks, and we can do other things with them. other than just stamping and, you know, distressing the edges of our papers. And they've got other uses too. And if we can figure out what all of those are, they're just going to be even more valuable to us. And sometimes we can't afford to buy all the things, so let's use what we have and figure out ways that we can use them. So yeah, kind of excited about that. I'm gonna go. I don't care if some of this gets up in the. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Let's not worry about the flowers, since we know that's not running. We know that we can get that whole background, and this is only going to add extra dimension and color to the whole design. Let's just color the whole back of it. That's not a problem. That's not a problem at all. That's awesome, actually. All right. And I'm using the toothy side of a Strathmore watercolor paper here. And we're just going to clean that up because we're done with it. Now we can go back in and shade some areas later. We'll think about that. Anytime your paper curls up, it's a good idea actually to tape it down, but I didn't. And that's okay. I'm not used to taping it down. I am in no way a watercolor expert, by the way. I don't teach classes. This is just me having fun. Okay, so now we've got that paper wet. Now, if I go in here with another color right now while it's wet, it's just going to spread. So, you know what? Let's take advantage of that and see how it goes. I want to go to the center of these flowers. And I think I want to try using, this is antique linen. We're going to start off light and go darker. So we're going to start off with antique linen here in the center. I know you probably can't see that color on the board, this is actually Distress ink, and we're going to get it wet and use some of that up. I'm just going to this brush is going to be way too small. It's going to drive me crazy. The area is too big for that. So let's get this brush wet. And let's get in here with that ink and see what happens. We're going to just paint around there. It may spread a little. It's not too wet, so it may not, and that's okay too. And just a little color there. We can always add more. And if I want to add more, make sure you wipe up your water before you dab your ink back on there. You don't want that water soaking up into your ink pad. So if you don't have enough and you need to do it again, make sure you wipe up that water, or you might be disappointed. We've got some more centers to do over here. Ooh, that's darker. Didn't add as much water to that one, which is great, because that's more the color I was hoping for. Let's put a little bit more of that back in here. We're going to put darker color in there too, so it's fine, but... And then, are those the only two? Are those really the only two? I thought there was another. There's two sunflowers, there's a pumpkin in the middle. Okay. Yeah, those are the only two. So we'll use all that up. Put it up around the edges. It's a really beautiful color. And we're probably going to come back to that one. Because I think I kind of want to put this up in these leaves also. I'm just going to do a little dabs with whatever's left over because I don't want to waste that, but I don't want it to be too strong either. So we're going to go in with some other color. Alright, so there's that one. Then I was looking at, let's stick with the middle of these for now. Should we use brushed corduroy? I didn't realize I had that color actually. That's pretty cool. Oh, there's another antique linen, so those are the same. There's one for the pumpkin. Let's see. These are all just sitting on my desk from another project. There's more for the leaves. We can use those in a little bit. This is brushed corduroy and vintage photo. So let's start with brushed corduroy. We're going to go in just a little bit with this one, and then we're going to actually top it off with the darkest one. Let's get that one. Brushed corduroy. I hope you guys are doing great. Obviously today's Wednesday for Watercolor Wednesday. It's a good day so far. Already talked to the kiddos a bit. Kind of came up with some plans. You guys. So Chloe said she would go with me. She's got an appointment later this evening across the street. So she said she'd go with me to Michael's tonight. Michael's just opened here in the neighborhood. So it's a brand new store. And I would love to go in and record for you. To show you what a brand new store looks like. He was telling me, because I went in and talked to the manager, the store manager, before they opened, and he was telling me about what it was going to be like, and I am so excited to go see it. I haven't seen that kind of format before in Michael's stores. And the Michael's that has been open nearby, well, the closest Michael's that's been open here, isn't as beautiful as this one sounds it's going to be. So I'm super excited to check it out. Okay, so this was Vintage Photo. And I don't know if Vintage Photo is going to be as dark as... Well, yeah, I guess it is. I might add a little walnut, too. I've got it here in my drawer. But I'm super excited to see this store. I just haven't experienced that format before. And they're supposed to have the iPads at the checkouts and everything. Have you guys got that already? Have you had that in your store? Have you seen it? I'm kind of excited. I'm way excited. And it's just so close by. He told me if I wanted a part-time job there, he'd hire me, and I'd get the discount. I'm still seriously considering it, except for the fact that I have so little time as it is. The desire is there. I just don't know if there's enough of me to handle it. I'm kind of leaving that center open here just to, for highlights. I may change my mind on that, but I think it's the right move at the moment. So we're just going to kind of leave that open. I'm really curious how these oxides are going to turn out in the end. Now I can use some of that also on the acorns. So let's do a light wash on the acorns of that color. If you get too much ink on there, you can always go back and pick up. Because I wanted a light wash, not a heavy wash. And there's an acorn here. Pretty sure this is a persimmon. Yeah, shaped by the leaves, that's a persimmon. So that'll be fun. That'll add a beautiful color to it. Let's get some of that. There's an acorn here. My thought is if I do this and I love it, I can probably cut it in half and make 2 cards out of it. Let's see, no persimmons there, or no, okay, there's an acorn there. It's still really hard to see without the lines being solid, but I can work with that still. So got a little brown outside of that, but that's okay. Let's see, are there any over here? This one, none up here. Got that one, got that one. There's a pine cone here. We could do that as the base of the pine cone, would be beautiful. Okay, and then I can go in with some other colors there. And I think that might be it for those for now. Alright, how we doing? We doing okay? So far so good? Oh, you know what I should have done? I think I would like to do? I think I'm going to go back in with the brushed corduroy and do the base of the pumpkin. Now I know that probably sounds kind of weird, but pumpkins aren't all the cartoon orange, you know. They have a little color to them. And it's not all just that bright orange. But I think this would make a really beautiful base to that pumpkin. And we can add the orange to it and get some deeper, more meaningful, interesting colors in there. Let's get a little darker down here at the bottom if we can. Just where that shading would be naturally. And we'll kind of go up in here, get some of those cracks and crevices. See, your brain is already telling, my brain, I shouldn't speak for you, but my brain is already telling me that's an orange. It's obviously not, it's brown, but I think when we go in with that orange, it's going to really pop. Alright, so I hope I'm not making a muddled mess of things. Okay, now, what's next? Let's go in with the yellows. We did a light antique linen. I think we're going to do scattered straw for the petals. You guys, this could totally turn out to be a bust. I have no idea what to think here. Maybe there's only so many layers you can do. Maybe, I don't know. But we're giving it a shot today, aren't we? You can learn from my mistakes, or you can learn something cool and new if it works. Or if you hate it, don't do it. You know? But I'm having a good time trying it out. Why not? I'm not super excited about my paper right here. That's why I was kind of poking it. It looks like it's pilling a little bit, and I don't know why. I mean, it's watercolor paper. Why is it pilling? Maybe I've just overworked it, put too much in there. I'm not sure. Put it over here a little bit. It's probably overworked it. Doesn't feel like it, but maybe. So we'll just keep going around this flower, add some of that yellow in there.
I love yellow.
I love yellow too, almost as much as I love you. What? What's up?
I was wondering if I could borrow your iPad for the day.
For the day? Can I bring it to you in just a little bit? Because I am going to end up knocking things over.
No worries. My buddy asked me to design a tattoo for him, so...
Oh, that's cool.
I figured it would look better on an iPad than on a piece of paper.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Well, thank you. Have fun with your video.
My pleasure.
You should try to use purple somehow.
In sunflowers?
Well, I don't mean in the sunflower, but purple's my favorite color.
Well, yeah, and?
Just a challenge for you.
Okay, I'll use purple in my sunflower. I'm going to find a way now because you said it.
Leave a comment if you want her to leave more purple in her watercolors.
Why are you acting sassy?
I'm not being sassy.
Chloe wants y'all to leave comments.
She
wants you to leave comments, to like, and subscribe, right? That's what I heard you say just now?
Yes, that's exactly what I said. And the reason I sound sassy is because I don't know how to talk to YouTube.
She doesn't know how to talk to y'all.
I don't know. That's your specialty, not mine.
Whatever.
Nobody liked my YouTube videos.
Nobody liked your YouTube videos.
I ended up taking them down.
Did you really?
Yes. People were leaving too many thumbs down on my art stuff. I was like...
On your art?
Yeah.
Seriously?
And I was like, you know what? Heck you guys.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
It's okay. It wasn't like a substantial amount of people hating on me, but at the same time, I was just like...
They were hating on my kid. I need to go after them. I need
No.
names.
My art's for me, and if I post it and I'm gonna get some negative feedback, it's not the end of the world, but at the same time, if they don't appreciate it...
Well, then don't share it.
I'm
Yeah.
not going to. It's my heart and soul on paper.
I'm really surprised about that, actually.
It's okay. It was from, like, my first sketchbook, and I've improved a lot since then. But...
Well, yeah, haters can be haters somewhere else.
Haters can be haters.
Art is art, and it doesn't have to look a certain way, so.
Exactly. But I was like, I don't have anything to prove to y'all. I'm taking this down.
Right?
But anyway, have fun.
Rude.
Leave thumbs ups.
Thumbs up.
Comment for Chloe love.
Chloe needs love.
I need love, YouTube.
She got hate on her art. Can you believe that, you guys?
What's that?
As much as we talk about how loving and wonderful our art community is, man, that's harsh. It's hardcore right there. I'm not liking this brush. I don't like this. I'm going to end up overworking it. Okay, trust the process. Leave it alone, right? I already messed this one up. Here, let's see if I can fix that, though. Let's just... I got to remember and remind myself this isn't actually paint. It's not going to work the same way, so I have to accommodate for that, don't I? And it should work somewhat like that, but it's not going to be completely. I feel like I should have done something different here too. Should I mess it up? Here, let's just... We'll do something different there too. Maybe my skills are just horrible. We can always layer some more color in there. Does it look like a pine cone anymore? I don't even know. Alright, you guys, I'm hating this, honestly. Should I keep going? I'm not liking it. Okay, trust the process. Wait, let's get that one. I always tell you guys not to give up, so I guess I should keep going. Let's see what happens. I don't know. I'm not digging it. Okay. But you know what, honestly, if I'm honest with myself, there's a lot of times I watch amazing watercolor artists and I'm thinking, that looks like crap as they're working. And when they're finished, I'm like, whoa, how did that work out? Because sometimes it just takes that layering process. Look at that. Actually, that color is gorgeous. I'm glad I did that undertone underneath. Sometimes it's what it takes, and it's just the process of layering and working with it to get it to go the way you need it to. And maybe that's all that's going on here. Maybe. Maybe not, but maybe. Let's get some of these colors here, a little darker. A little variation there. Try not to overwork it. You guys hear that ringing in the background? That's my kid working. It's the computer calling him. I think he's not able to get to it at the moment. Let's get some of this color in here because we know these leaves are all different colors. Yeah, I'm thinking this, oops, that looks like a pine. That's an acorn right there. I missed one. Here we go. Okay, well, there's some of that color. Now let's get some green in there because I need some variation here. This is getting to be a bit much. And just scooted right off the desk, didn't it? I kind of put that out there too far, but here, let's mix that up. So I think what I want to do is kind of color, not color, but kind of dampen these areas where I want to put the color. I think will work better. Drop that in. Guys, I'm still not happy with it. I hope I'm in screen. I think I am. Let's see what we've got here. If we can put a little bit of green in there. Now I know it's fall. There's not going to be a lot of green in these leaves, so I'm not going too crazy. But I think that that green is important because it helps to show what those leaves actually are. And it adds some different color, right? Well, I don't know about this. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see about... I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. All right, I'm going to keep going because that's what I would tell you guys to do. I'm going to keep going. Maybe, I don't know. I can hear in the next room that this lady is telling my child how to spell the name Carl, and that's his middle name. I think it's hilarious. She spelled it like 3 times. It's like, oh, that's his middle name. Why are you... It's hilarious. It's kind of interesting to hear your kids at work. They're so different. I try not to listen, but sometimes I can't help it. Not very many not very many parents get to sit in and listen to their kids at work, you know, especially on the phones and stuff. I don't say anything to them about it or comment or critique or anything like that. It's not my business. But it's kind of fun to hear them as adults to be able to do that. I think it's neat. It's a unique look into their lives, I guess. But they both work here from home. Actually, they both work for the same company, so Alright. You know what I think I might like? Okay, so I am hating this. But I think part of it is it's not real defined and the lines are bugging me a bit. I think that's part of it. So what I'm going to do after this is done, I'm actually going to use probably a fine liner and go back in and work on the lines a little bit and get them a little bit more in line how I think they should be. Now, this being a persimmon, I'm not too sure how to go forward with that color. Thinking it's going to be kind of maybe this color, but I feel like I should put an undertone to it. Ooh, maybe that. That actually might be nice on the flower petals too, a little bit. So, which would bring that around. So let's put this one underneath. This is Rusty Hinge. Actually, let's go underneath this one. That's kind of the color that I got with my pumpkin, isn't it, with the undertone? Okay, but then I want to do fired brick on top of that. I think. I'm just playing here with color. I don't know. But I think that color is going to bring some really nice life to it. Okay. And then there's these berries here. I think what I want to do is use, what is that, fired brick. I'm going to use fired brick as the base for these berries, and then I'm going to go in with a brighter red. You guys like my brush technique? Just slap it on. And, oh, I need to go back and do that acorn. This isn't the best brush for this, but I'm going to use it anyway. I wonder if that was supposed to be berry. Yep, that's supposed to be berry. Oops, wrong color. Alright, here we go. We got those berries in. That actually helps bring a little bit more joy to this picture for me. That color in there. Okay, so here's a wild thought. What if I add a little bit of this tone into that pumpkin too? Ooh, I like that. We'll just mix those colors there. Just kind of dab that in maybe a little. That's pretty. Maybe deeper down here. Okay, that added something. That helped me. Let's wipe those up. Let's use a brighter red. Festive berries. That sounds appropriate. Sounds like an appropriate color for berries. For this one, I'm going to go ahead and grab that other brush because I think that big one is just too big for this one. Where'd that other one go? I knocked it out. Well, maybe I won't. What did I do with it? I have no idea. I guess I gave up on it and don't know. Will it even show? I don't even know if this is showing. It's too similar, maybe? Maybe. That's too close, I guess. I can't see a difference, really. So let's try maybe a mahogany or purple. Chloe wanted purple. How am I going to get purple in here? So Victorian velvet. Is Victorian velvet a purple? Is that close enough? It is. It's purple. Let's try it. She wanted purple. Sunflowers sometimes have purple. We could totally add that in there. I think if I can get this to show, which I don't think it's going to show on here. I wonder if I can get this into the flowers. Oh, I can. Hang on. Let's get that in there. See, we added purple. There we go. There's some purple in there. I'm still not loving it, you guys. I'm really not. But it's better than it was. Okay, let's get in here with some of that green again for the persimmon. I think this will be the closest color. I might need to stick to markers for these things. I don't know. Or practice some more. That would probably be a really good idea with the using these inks and stuff. Maybe my expectations are too high. I'm not sure. Should we get some more green in here? Because I don't want to waste it. Still have that acorn I keep forgetting about, huh? Alright, let's get that acorn. Which colors did I use? I used crushed corduroy. I need to do the stem too. Crushed corduroy. Well, I thought I used crushed corduroy. That doesn't look right. I probably used... I've got two vintage photos here. One of them was vintage photo. Bless you. I just might be rubbish at this. Just saying. Let's put a little dab of this. Well, it can be done, even if I can't do it. And usually it looks really pretty. But mine looks like a hot mess. Look at that. Woo, hot mess, you guys. To be honest, I'm not going to waste any more time. So do better than me. Let me see if, let me start drawing on this and see if it makes any difference for me. I'm just going to laugh it off because I think it's funny. It's a pretty fine liner. Let's see what happens. I really don't know. No, it's not gonna do anything really. Maybe. I don't know. But that's kind of the point about stamping it, isn't it? So you're not supposed to have to do this. I wonder if I should even show this video. Maybe I should delete it. What? See, I don't know what to do with this part. I could just probably put little dots in here. Definitely makes it look better. Should I go ahead and outline it and come back to you and show you what it looks like? Let's see if we can save it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and outline because it's going to take me a while. And I'll come back. We'll see how it turns out. Okay, we'll be back in a bit. Alright, you guys, I'm back with the finished project. Hey, I don't hate it anymore. So I did all the black outlines by hand with my 0.1 micron. And as the colors have dried and I use that micron, I'm actually loving it. So I think what I will do next time, though, I won't go this route again. But my plan for next time is to probably go in and do heat embossing before with good solid ink, and that way it'll kind of separate it out a little bit more, and I think that'll pop that black line to the top, and I think it'll be a little bit more what I'm hoping for. So I'm actually really enjoying it. So I hope you guys like it too. That's all I did, was went back and traced the best I could. I didn't do all the lines, the highlights and stuff. That stuff will speak for itself. But I went around the main lines and the creases and crevices and just kind of added my own touches. So I hope you like it. I ended up, even though I hated it, I think I really like it now. So I will definitely be using it on a card. I hope you all enjoyed this little experimental, beat myself up project. I think in the end, if we trust the process, it's going to turn into something that we really enjoy. So thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you all have a fantastic day. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.